Hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this Dawson Our broadcast coming to you live from gloomy Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It's gloomy here in Vancouver, Canada, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in the land of the free, the real land of the free, the home of the brave. Northern Lion said on his stream, you're staying at his house. Why did he out me? It's true, I'm staying in Northern Lion's house. This is it. This is Northern Lion's home. Yeah, he lives in an incredible home. So nice. It's also beautiful outside. It's very gloomy here, but it's beautiful out here. It looks like a hotel. I thought it was strange. I'll be honest. I thought it was strange that Northern Lion chose to basically design his entire home after like a very famous hotel chain. I don't know why he did that, but he did it regardless. Anyway, so you guys caught me. It's sunny in California, but it's actually very doomy and gloomy here in Vancouver, British Columbia. Ladies and gentlemen, why are people using you wearing a suit to claim you're a sheepdog for the Democrats? Because honestly, guys, because a lot of people are stupid. Like, that's it. You can't really take people seriously. Like, just make up your own damn mind on whether or not you feel like there's any veracity to the claims.
This morning,
you know, exercise a little bit of critical thinking. They've run out of shit to attack. I mean, think about it this way. When they attack Abdul, they're like, oh, he's only a doctor and has a PhD, and he's only a Rhodes Scholar. He was never a real physician. Like, it's the same principle, right? It's the same damn principle all the time. When people run out of shit to attack you with, they just make up new controversies, and those controversies get increasingly dumber. And now my new controversy is that I'm a sheepdog for the Democratic Party because I'm wearing fucking suits. Okay. This is what your opponents do when they run out of ammunition, when they still want to attack you, but they just got nothing going on. It is what it is. You don't have to fucking worry about everything. Okay. Jeremiah Johnson basically saying Abdul should apologize for getting smeared. I think so too. I can't tell you how I really feel about what should be done to these people, because obviously I got a lot of attention on me right now, and I don't want to, I don't want to give ammo to my haters, but like, but I'm thinking it, right? I'm thinking about like what I think a lot of these people fucking would get in a just world, in a just universe, if we lived in a just world, right? It's so fucking unbearable. It's so frustrating. Yeah, he did a Columbia Med called me a doctor. DrAbdul.com. Abdul for Senate. That's funny that they're trolling. Wear your DSA Philly hat more. Are you getting jealous? DSA chapter is getting jealous. The hat makes you look like a Democrat shill. It says Democratic Socialists. You shouldn't really wear ties if you want to fit socialist aesthetics. I love how ties look, but it's really developed as a bourgeois signifier. Not trying to micromanage you though. Do what you want, but at least try it. That's not true. I mean, that is true. You are right. Of course, ties are bourgeois aesthetic. However, it's whatever you want to, it's however you want to wear it. Notice this with that suit, tie, and beard and cap. You look exactly like Harry Dean Stanton's character in Paris, Texas. Great, it's a fit. Yeah. Like, this is why I can't watch you as much anymore. I'm in the car with my kids and you said pussy 15 times, killing me, bro. Buddy, if you're in the car with your kids, why are you tweeting? Why are you writing and driving? But yeah, okay, I'll try not to curse as much, okay? I will be mindful that you have kids watching. I apologize. Yeah, censoring my language is actually Democrat Party sheepdog behavior. Hat with your suit is Democratic Party shilling. Good to know. What the hell, Hasan Abi? I'm driving my stupid stepkids right now and you're not cursing enough for them? Okay. The Pakistan government retweeted a clip of you. Wait, they did? Musharraf Zaidi, the Prime Minister's spokesperson for foreign media, government of Pakistan. Hassan Piker has a new message for Pakistan. What the hell, dude?
To the Pakistanis, I say welcome. Welcome. As a Turkish American, let me welcome you to being the table, okay? Pakistan's in the bot, but also Pakistan is the table. And when you are the table, Israel wants to blow up the table, okay? Luckily, you have nukes, which might be better for you in the long run than having American nukes in American NATO bases. Let's be real. My life for Pakistan.
Bro, what happens? What happens in this part of the world where they got That's a government official retweeting that. That's so funny. A government official retweeting me saying, "Hey, Israel is jealous of the new prominence that Pakistan has found in the global stage, and now they're threatening to blow you up. But luckily, you have nuclear arms as a major deterrent." And having your own nukes is obviously going to be better. Having your own nukes is obviously going to be better than, having American nukes inside of NATO bases, as far as like withstanding or as far as creating successful deterrence against Israel, posturing militarily against you, and is wild. Am I officially Jackson Hinkle style in the Bangladeshi and Pakistani, at least in the Pakistani, Unk group chats now? Is that what it is? He actually is an L subhuman person using you for propaganda or whatever. I mean, I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know anything about the current Pakistani government. But what I will say is this. I'll take it. I'll take it. Listen, we don't have a lot of allies everywhere, okay? You got to take whatever allies you can get. We love Pakistanis, just not Pakistan government, but we loved Imran Khan. If you say free Imran Khan, you'll be in every Pakistani group chat by tomorrow. Free Imran Khan? Of course. Free him. Free you. OGRE did it again. Of course, the OGRE did it again. 4950. Senate fails to pass a measure to end Trump's war in Iran, but it gets closer. 3 Republicans vote yes. Paul, Collins, Murkowski. Murkowski is a flip, having voted no previously. 1 Dem votes no. John Fetterman. Not sure whether you saw this or not, but Simon Harris is trying to get you on the smear train again. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't really matter though, right? There are a lot of people who want a piece of this. It's virtually impossible for me to deal with every single person that wants a piece of this. But it's also really funny. Like if I were to like respond to a hater, it probably wouldn't be Sam Harris in 2026, considering that Sam Harris in 2026 is not a real mover or shaker, right? Unfortunately for Sam, he's utterly irrelevant. People have actually moved on to much more unsophisticated versions of Islamophobia, unsophisticated versions of Islamophobia that is very much in fashion, right? Nobody wants to hear from a liberal who will LARP as an anti-conservative, liberal, anti-religion guy who, on the one hand, weirdly enough, loves a Jewish ethno-state, okay? Loves the Jewish ethno-state and is constantly just saying, like, look, I'm an atheist. I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm an atheist. And personally, as an atheist, I think, Jews should have an ethno-state. It can be run like a theocracy if necessary because Muslims are severe and Muslims are far worse. Muslims are far scarier. It's like, okay, well, you're an indecent person. You don't have any sort of like moral consistency. It's very obvious what you're doing, right? Yeah, I'm good, man. I don't think it's okay for, a Jewish ISIS to exist and operate in the Middle East. And you and I are never going to be in agreement on that. I also don't think that we should, aggressively pursue people for believing in religion. Whatever people want to believe in, they can believe in that. I don't really care necessarily, as long as they're not hurting other people. Yeah, I saw Ray Huang has a really disastrous poll that just recently came out at 4%. Adam Miller gaining on Ray at 7% now, which is obviously putting this race into a very shitty place. Fucking Spencer Pratt at literally 22% plus 12 is insane to me. I do think that that's Karen Bass's doing, by the way. I think Karen Bass's machinations have caused Spencer Pratt to receive the second slot in that race. I just think LA residents really want to melt homeless people. I mean, you might be right, chatter. You might actually be right. The West is lost, moved to Afghanistan. Yeah, this is really funny. A really funny story on Spencer Pratt. LA mayoral candidate Spencer Pratt is living in a Bel Air hotel, not a trailer. It's really interesting because he's been talking about how his house was burned in the Palisades fire, which, I am obviously sympathetic to. And, that's a horrible situation. But he has been presenting that as a reason as to why he wants to kill the homeless on his let's kill as many homeless people as possible mayoral race. Spencer Pratt, for those of you who are unfamiliar, is now in second position on some polls in the LA mayoral race. Top 2, it's an open primary. Top 2 goes into the general. The incumbent mayor, Karen Bass, is at the top with like 30% because she's unbelievably unpopular. And Spencer Pratt is now creeping in. So he had a mansion that caught on fire, and then he bought like an Airstream trailer to make it seem like he was living out of a trailer now that his house was caught on fire. But it turns out he's actually living in Bel Air Hotel. It's like $1,200 a night. Unbelievably expensive. I didn't even know he had the money for it, but maybe he's like fundraising and then using it to pay for his lavish hotels. I could totally see him doing that. I mean, he's a calm man. Pro-Israel, pro-Alex Jones, pro-ICE. And now he's in second position in the LA mayoral race because Los Angeles is completely busted. Full out, 5-star, $1,200 a night. Yeah. And one of the funniest things that happened in this process is that there was one of those guys who will love to be noticed by me once again. But there was one dude who was like fucking crying apparently because I laughed when I saw a photo of them. They were shitting on Abdul El-Sayed. Turns out that person has tweeted about me 1,500 times in the year 2020, okay? You can't claim to be a former fan who gave all of their last remaining dollars when you were all but a child, who is now a fallen fan. If you've tweeted about me and smeared me and also Abdul El-Sayed, but smeared me specifically 1,500 times after you became a Destiny fan, you really, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be very sincere. There are some of you that, you know, are in here right now because you are a part of this sex cult. You still have time to get out of it. I say this all the time. I promise you, you will be healthier if you do. Honestly, Hassan should have been a lot meaner to a racist sack of shit like yourself. Hey, Abdul El-Sayed, since you're a doctor and all, just curious, where did you do your residency? Yeah, back in high school, the only money I had came from Christmas and birthday presents. I used it to send money to a man I honestly thought would have a good impact on the world. Now that same man is mocking me and my peers leader years later. What a world we live in, huh? He gave me $35, okay, $35 to create this sob story. He's tweeted about me in 2026 alone 1,500 times. 1,500 times. Saying heinous shit about me. Literally, all he does is fucking tweet about me and tweet about the left flank candidates. Of course I'm gonna laugh, dude. Your worldview is horrifying. It's bad. If you want to fucking defeat fascists, you probably should lock in on tweeting 1,500 times about fascist enablers. And not someone like myself, okay? It's so unbelievably clear that for a lot of these people, they develop parasocial relationships with certain content creators. Maybe it's myself at some point. And then they fall out of favor because I either yelled at them or banned them or said something that was like deeply personal to them and they were at odds with the way I see the world. And they didn't know how to fucking figure that out. They didn't know that you can just like have disagreements with people on core issues, right? And still have a deeper understanding that we're fighting the same fight. We're fighting against fascism. And when that happens, a lot of people, I think, lose their fucking minds, dude. By the way, I'm a rare case. There's no every fucking time. I escaped the cult of Hassan. It was hard, but I did it. And Stephen Bonnell helped me get out of it. Now I actually think for myself and defend my political positions. Brother, you are literally talking about a guy who platformed white nationalists and white supremacists over and over again, who was in a current court case for revenge pornography that he distributed to an underage person, who that very same court case openly showed he was trying to procure CSAM from. I don't know what to tell you. You should probably be a little bit more embarrassed about admitting that this is your guy. I mean, his son is a fucking Nazi. He can't even convert his son out of being a groyper.